Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. It's me, Box Office Ricky, and I'm super excited to report this weekend's box office. It was the weekend of October 24th through the 26th. Let's dive into it and see what did well and what did not do so well. First off, huge shout out to anime, not Japanese, anime films, period. Anime films did really well this week, and at number one, we have Chainsaw Man, the movie, released by Sony Pictures. It did pretty well. I mean, $17.25 million. That's pretty awesome. And, it really, one thing I'll definitely like to comment is that, it's a clear sign that, you know, the movie business or box office business is getting a lot of help from unusual places, and it's getting help from Japanese anime or South Korean anime, just stuff like that, which is really kind of cool. We're not used to seeing animated films doing super well, but we've had two or three this year that have done extremely well. You may remember the Demon Slayer movie back in September did really well, and so it's really awesome to see that other films, other genres are starting to see really great numbers at the box office. And so it's at the end of the day, movie theaters will take the money from anywhere, whether it's a concert film or whether it's an anime film. They don't care. They just want to see people. They want to see young people in the movie theaters again. And I think a lot of the younger generations are showing up for anime films that they're used to seeing on services like Crunchyroll or Netflix. They're now being able to see that in theaters. So I love seeing stuff that used to be on the small screen now being adapted on the big screen, because why not? That's obviously a great great vessel or whatever to have movies like that. So let's keep going forward. Number two, Black Phone dipped, which is typical for a horror film. A lot of films. I would say that a lot of horror movies on their second week tend to fall. So it dipped about 52%, which is expected, but still, I mean, $13 million are great numbers. Its total thus far is $49 million. I mean, we're going to see a Black Phone 3, and I'm very curious how they're going to make that happen, especially with the story that they told in this one. Number three is Regretting You. This is, I believe, a film that it might be by the author. I might be wrong about this. Comment on the comment section if I'm wrong about it, but it's a movie that is, I want to say, the same author that wrote It Ends With Us, I believe. So anyway, it did pretty decent for, kind of a romantic comedy type, not romantic comedy, I don't know if it's a comedy, but a romantic style movie. It did $12.85 million. And then number four, I got to say, I think we might be reaching the point of exhaustion with biopic movies. I mean, first off, I will say this. Bruce Springsteen definitely deserves a biopic. I think the fact that maybe he's still alive and active, maybe I would probably wait. I much prefer a biopic that is more post-mortem, so you could do the full recount of someone's life or comment on that. I think it's still a little bit too early for a biopic film, and maybe audiences were sensing the same. It didn't really do too great at $9.1 million, internationally $7 million. Its total thus far is $16 million. So not I wouldn't say a huge disaster, but I don't think, honestly, a movie that audiences were really chomping on at the bits for. And then at number five, we have Tron Ares in its third week. Third week, yeah. It has fallen down to 4.9 million. It keeps dropping. Its total is $63.367 million domestically. So still, it's sad to see, but not doing great for Disney. It's probably going to probably get to $70 million at its total. And then number six is a movie that I reviewed this week. I actually enjoyed it. It's called Good Fortune. It's the Aziz Ansari movie. It did $3.1 million, and its total is close to $12 million. So not crazy great numbers, but for a small film, actually still pretty good. And then number 7 is a movie I've never heard of. It's called Shelby Oaks. Let's read the description. A woman's desperate search for her long-lost sister falls into obsession upon realizing that the imaginary demon from their childhood may have been real. Ooh, that sounds kind of interesting, especially in time for Halloween. It did 2.35 million, internationally 523 million. That's kind of an odd number, but I guess it was just showing it in one theater. And then let's see, at number 8, we have Leonardo DiCaprio, still going strong, $2.3 million. I mean, the movie still has, for being out in its 5th week, it's still got a pretty good pull. I mean, that's the fact that it's still got something going on for it. I think that's pretty good. I mean, its total is $65 million. I mean, to be honest, those are pretty good legs. I mean, yeah, it didn't reach $100 million, but the movie was not a failure by no means, and I'm pretty sure once it gets to streaming, it's probably going to do pretty well. I mean, I think I'm looking forward to seeing it in when it comes on HBO Max or whatever service it comes on. Number 9 is the Channing Tatum movie, Roofman. It fell pretty hard in its 2nd week at $2 million. Third week. Its total is let's see if you can see it here, 19.36 million. So not entirely fantastic numbers for a movie I still want to see. So I wish I had more time to go check it out, but not a movie that did superbly well. And then rounding out at number 10, we have Truth and Reason. I believe this is the Angel Studios film. Its total 4.8. Its total, let's see. So far it's grossed 4.8 million. It wraps up our top 10 with 933,000 this weekend. So sharp drop for that, but not a lot of theaters that are probably showing this film either. But anyway, pretty decent numbers for the box office. I mean, like I said earlier on, I'm really excited to see that. I'm not an anime fan, but I'm excited to see that, anime is bringing a new category into the box office that, that's probably bringing a wide spread of audiences that are, from the young age all the way to, anime fans from 20, 30 years ago. So I think that's really exciting to see that. And I hope to see more of that. We're going to see a lot more anime stuff in theaters. I mean, K-pop Demon Hunters, my kids love that film. And it's doing gangbusters on Netflix, and whenever they do a short release in movie theaters, it does really well. In fact, K-pop Demon Hunters is going to be in AMC theaters this Halloween weekend, and so I'm curious to see how well that's going to do. I'm pretty sure it's going to do really well. Sony Pictures, I think they have found a niche that is great for the theaters, and I'd love to kind of see that grow and what else they can do with that. So, guys, thanks again. I appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, if you have any comments or anything about the things that you saw this weekend, like I said, I got to see Good Fortune. I thought it was a good film. I have my review on my YouTube page there. But definitely let me know what you guys saw this weekend and what you loved, what you thought was okay. If you saw Chainsaw Man, if it's worth checking out in theaters. I'm actually curious myself, but thanks, guys. Well, this is me signing off. It's Box Office Ricky. As I always state before, in a world where you can be ugly and mean to each other, try to be kind to each other. That's the best thing we can do. Thank you, guys. See you later.